thousands of years ago, people don't use money. They use something called the barter system. If I had rice and you had milk, we exchanged. Simple, but I wanted milk, but you don't want rice. The deal failed, right? This was the problem of double coincidence of wants. The trade only work when the both party are accepted each other wants. And this was a big problem. Then around 600 BC, the kingdom of Lydia, in the history, they are introduced a metal coin. There are two types of metal coin. There is standardized coin and electoral coin. We understand properly. Standardized coin are fixed weight, full metal purity and authorization stamp. And electrum coin are made with electrum is it a natural alloy and full gold and silver metal. But here is the problem. Metal are easy to steal, dangerous to carry, and that is very rigid to transportation. Then came a revolutionary idea in China, paper money. In the first fiat currency introduced. But guys, hold a piece of paper. It's just paper. Why would anyone can accept it? That this paper represented value? Money stopped being metal, money became collective belief. Gold have no power, paper have no power, coins have no power. Then the real power is collective belief. If people believe something value, it's already valuable. And if belief disappeared, the money became disappear. So the real question is, who control the belief? To understand this, we need to go back to the one of the most important moment in financial history. In 1994, the world was thrown a chaos. The First World War. European countries like Britain and France fighting a massive and war, something very important. Resource, ammunition, food, machines, and so much was by a one country. This country was America. While Europe was burning in war, America started producing. Factories run day and night. Europe buy huge amount of supplies from America. But here is the catch. America did not want paper promise. They wanted gold. So Europe supplies gold, ship after ship. Tons of gold crossed by Antarctic Ocean to Europe, to the United States. And the massive portion of world gold reserve are contained in one country, America. And whoever controls the gold controls the entire system. Before the war, Britain was the center point of financial system. British pound was dominating the world trade. But after the World War, everything was changed. Britain had spent enormous wealth and much of its gold had already moved to America. But the balance of financial power had quietly shifted. After the World War, the leaders realized something that the world needed a new financial system that stabilized currencies, rebuild economics, and manage the world trade. And slowly, the influence of American financial system view banks, governments, international arguments shape a new financial modern world. But this is only the beginning because the real transformation of the financial system would happen after World War. And that moment changed everything. But do you realize that in every time in the history, when the recession, the war come, why gold and silver are so important? Why governments buy gold and silver? Why not other metal? Why gold is so important? Why not other metal? Why silver? Why gold? This discussion we realized in the next episode.